It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Packers defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
There's defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll audible to something else. Play fake. Here's Willis. That one complete down the field to Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Willis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Willis. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Patrick going to change the play. first and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing now is Mahomes. A little short pass. This is Everett.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and there on back-to-back plays, we're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Mahomes. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mahomes' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because
that's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
It was Chris Board in on the tackle. You look at this Packers defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
That's complete to Tony.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Chigacancro.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief.
Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Right back to him on first down. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gainwell, touchdown, Falcons. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On now is the Packers punter.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
On the return, it's Toney.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run on first down. Merritt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Willis.
And he rifles one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On first down, Merritt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw caught by Tony.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now Willis on first and 10.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Willis looking to throw it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Dancing to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be...
Touchdown, Falcons! Chigakonkwo with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all.
There he goes, right side.
inside the 20.
And finally down at the 9-yard line.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On second down, Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And it seems...
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down.
Merritt down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Merritt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check, 43. Hey, here we go. Mike's 43.
Now Willis to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Willis's throw taken in by Thornton. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
They'll try again.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A throw on the money to Rager.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime.